Not exactly something I was expecting right now. But after my power went out, I am back here. Currently have a supercell over Raceland. About to move into the parish not long from now. Within the next probably 10 to 15 minutes. This cell is capable of producing a tornado, as evidenced by the fact that we have a tornado warning in the first place. It doesn't particularly look that impressive though. But I'm interested to see what it does. Don't tell me that's, hang on. I'm not gonna say anything until I can 100% confirm that that's what that is. Yeah, no, it's not what I think it is. Okay. So the tornado warning only includes Bayou Gauche, des Allemands, and Paradis. The other parts of St. Charles Parish are not in this warning. Yet. I should reiterate yet because it could be there shortly if they decide to extend this. But okay. Why is it muted? I was gonna say, can you not hear me? But you can hear me. I hope you can at least. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to hear me. So for as long as there's a tornado warning active, I'm gonna stay live here. In other parts, we have severe storms up on the North Shore. Multiple severe storms. You have a severe thunderstorm warning on the South Shore, a severe thunderstorm warning on the North Shore. Tornado warning is active currently. We'll see what updates I can give. Okay, they just trimmed the warning. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Yeah, about what you would expect for a severe thunderstorm warning. I am going to take a look at the radar in Norco. Nothing in particular screams tornado to me. There was a point here. It's not updating. But right as it passed over Raceland, it could have had a tornado with it, maybe. But and it's still capable of a tornado. I just don't see all that much here, to be honest. What's weird is that if there is a tornado, it looks like it's on the back end of the storm. Typically, when you see these lines, you'd think tornado would be on the front end. This situation, it looks like it's on the back end. Or the tornado warning could just be for that rotation right there. But there's nothing particular that's interesting there. I will say this though, if you are within this tornado warning, at the very least you're getting some strong winds out of this, especially on the eastern side of this. For the northwestern part of the parish, your threat is pretty much over. We had the severe storms that just came through, although they weren't really severe. Now, I will say that this storm was trying to produce a tornado over La Place, but I don't think it did. And it's off in the northern end of the lake now. Still watching? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Looking right here. So just east of Highway 90, east of Raceland. That is an interesting looking cell. So now I do see signs of rotation. Trying to swap back and forth to see where this is. It looks like it's heading for Bayou Gauche here. Which I really hope it doesn't. But... oh, okay. This might be... trying my best to tell. No, it's not a tornado. If there is a tornado, like I said, there's a tornado, it's here. It's east of Highway 90, east of Raceland, southwest of Bayou Gauche, south of Des Allemands. Now, it's not really over anything. It's just over swamp. Does it have a chance of hitting us? Well, if by a chance of hitting us you mean in months, absolutely not. It's not going to get close to us. Like I said, if you are in the northwestern portion of this parish, of St. Charles Parish, your threat is pretty much over. This tornado is going to stay mostly in the, or if it's on the ground, this tornado is going to stay in the southern end of the parish. And I do agree that this looks like a mess right now. I'm going to make sure these storms don't try and do anything, but I'll keep a watch on that. So there's a confirmed tornado. No, there is not. We do not have any confirmation that this is a tornado. Radar was showing rotation that could have dropped a possible tornado. However, it doesn't seem like it has done that, at least yet. Or I'll just say, if it has dropped a tornado, it's been over the absolute nothingness of the marsh. But we have no confirmation of anything. Is this close to Metairie? As of now, it is not really that close to Metairie, but it is heading that way. And if we continue this, it'll probably be there in the next 30 to 45 minutes. Actually, I think it'd be faster than that. Yeah, more like 20 to 30 minutes now that I look at it. But that's if they extend this warning. I'm not sure if they're going to. I will say though, this part of the line is rotating. You can tell there's a little vortex on the end of this line. Typically you see these. When supercells get overtaken by the line, they'll end up on the backside and start to spin the entire line. That's what it seems like this one's doing. Sometimes you can get a cheesy tornado out of them on the backside, but I highly doubt in this situation that that's going to happen. When does this warning expire? Where is it? 10. Okay, so it expires in 4 minutes. So we'll figure out if they're going to extend this or if they're going to let it go. I would imagine they're going to let it go. But it's not my choice on that. It's the Weather Service. If they see something, I trust their judgment. If I do look up in the storm, though, you can see it is trying in this area. I don't think it's going to succeed, but the attempt is there. I don't want the North Shore. What are your thoughts on the remnants behind the line? Is there any cells or clusters? Anything behind the line is just going to be regular rain. This wouldn't even be considered behind the line, really. Your entire severe threat is ahead of the line. There will be rain that probably lasts a couple more hours, as you can see on the radar. But that won't be very problematic at all. By the time we get to tomorrow morning, temperatures will be in the low 50s, upper 40s across the area. And honestly, tomorrow looks like a pretty cold day. We might not get out of the 40s, except for the morning. I'd say we get into the low 50s on the South Shore. But it will be fairly cold. Now the cold front actually is still back here just past Lake Charles. Actually, I take that back. It's in between Lafayette and Jennings. So the cold front's lagging behind just a little bit. Alright, so we'll see what they do it this morning. Like I said, my imagination is that they're going to drop it. I guess another thing to watch for is if they replace it with a severe thunderstorm warning, because that is also something they might do. Yeah, so for the entire parish, one more bout of rain is coming with this, like heavy rain. But after that, that'll be it. Yeah, so tornado warning is gone. A severe thunderstorm warning is also gone. I'm going to check and see real quick if they are going to reissue it. I'll stay with this for like I'll say a couple minutes longer. No, they did reissue it. Okay. So they have reissued the tornado warning. That's why I kept with this. Reissue the tornado warning for southeastern St. Charles Parish and northwestern Jefferson. It'll pop up in a second. Okay, there you go. So that includes a bunch of this area actually. Bayou Gauche, Des Allemands, Paradis, Bouty, Luling, Deshran, St. Rose, Kenner, River Ridge, Metairie. Everywhere. All those areas are in a tornado warning. Give me a second while I post this. Radar indicated? Yes. This is not a confirmed tornado. I'm gonna continue flipping back and forth. Okay, what I don't like is this little area here. Because it's been trying to be a troublemaker for like this entire time. You can see, okay, if I go backwards with this, you can see that the one area that I highlighted there, you can follow it from Raceland all the way over. It's been the trouble zone like this entire time. And it still looks like it could be a trouble spot for trouble. Right over Bayou Gauche. I'll swap back. It's our biggest threat at the moment. For northern St. Charles, there is just the threat of heavy rain and a couple strikes of lightning. But down here in the southeastern portion of the parish and in the Jefferson Parish, also I guess the northeastern corner, tornado is the threat right now. Potential for a tornado exists right over Bayou Gauche. Excuse me for a minute. I'm trying to do a bunch of things at once. Alright. That area over the lake looks interesting, but that's not our problem. That same trouble spot. Let's see. So it crossed Bayou Gauche. If it didn't... Yeah, okay. I'm going to wait for this next scan before I say for sure, but doesn't look like there's any debris being picked up by the radar. Update, please. God, update. Okay. Okay, so I can say for sure there is no debris being picked up by the radar. So that means there probably is not a tornado on the ground. at least over Bayou Gauche. We'll continue to follow this because it definitely looks interesting. Also, I did mention the area over Destrehan. It does not look as impressive. Well, actually, it might look more impressive, but still, it's not going to do anything. The main threat for a tornado is down here over what is now absolutely nothing. If you are behind this line, you see that there's a... You can draw a jagged line separating the reds and the greens. The red is wind moving away from the radar, which would be to the southeast. And then the greens are the winds moving toward the radar, which would be out of the south moving to the north. If you are east of that line, you still have a chance to get severe weather. If you are west of it, you're pretty much done unless you're like right on the front edge where you can get the strong winds. So there is an area of pretty strong winds. Ooh, actually. Yeah, there's an area of pretty strong winds like just west of 310. Looks like there isn't anything south of it. So we're going to keep watching this. If you are, like I said, if you're in northern St. Charles Parish, your threat is pretty much done. Like I said, though, there could be some strong winds here. Just west of 310, just south of I-10, which I don't even think anybody lives in that area anyway. Yeah, no, it's all trees. I'll just say if for whatever reason you're still driving on 310 this late, then it might be a little windy. This warning lasts until 11:15, by the way, so got a little bit longer, got 30 minutes longer. I imagine it'll get canned before then, but why do major storms in the U.S. always tend to move northeast? That's because in the upper levels, our troughs are always moving from west to east in the northern hemisphere. So every trough is moving northeast, and all the storms move with it. Is Dehan in trouble? It is not. The threat for Dehan is over. You're like in light rain now. You're not even in the major rain. Can't really say I have much to say anymore. There's not much to talk about. Today could have been, just say this, today could have been a pretty bad day. I'd say we got pretty lucky with the result. Does this mean no school tomorrow? No. Does not mean no school tomorrow. Can wish for it all you want, it's not happening. Obviously, that's one of people's favorite questions to ask me. Will we have school tomorrow? Listen, I'd be happy with no school too, but no reason for it on this one. Sadly. I'm starting to get tired. Where it at? I don't even know if it exists anymore, to be honest. If it is there, it's right here over absolute grass and nothing else. Either way, I don't want to completely write it off, but I think the threat for St. Charles Parish is pretty much over. Even though, the eastern half of the parish is still in the warning. It just doesn't look very impressive right now. It'd be wise for them to shave a bunch off this warning. Like, you can cut the warning back, like, a lot. Oh. I want to go to bed. But no. That one actually might. That one could actually have a tornado on the North Shore, but. Trying to make a post. Okay. Ah. Might be trying to shrink that again, to be honest. Thanks for keeping us safe for your repeat content. No problem. I'm glad I can do this. Warning only for St. Tammany. No, okay. So, this is a separate tornado warning for St. Tammany Parish. The tornado warning still exists for St. Charles and Jefferson. But the one up here looks like it has a better chance of actually being a tornado. But if it is, my god, is it weak. I'm in Wagaman. The rain just started. Well, you might be in an interesting spot here. You'll be fine, but you'll probably get pretty good winds in here in a second. I'm gonna keep an eye on both of these now, because they both kind of seem equally as dangerous as of now. Kind of just waiting here now. Huh. It does look like it's strengthening again, but I can't really tell here. It's still, bottom line is, I don't think it looks very strong. Come back up here and see real quick. There's like the weakest tornado signature ever. I think it just hit the shore. Don't see any debris. And if there was a tornado right here, we're right next to the radar, there would definitely be debris on that storm if there was a tornado. I do have an interest on this storm, actually. The storm to the south kind of has the supercell shape to it. Oh, what kind of warning is that? There have been the weirdest shaped tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings ever today. So St. Charles Parish is still in this tornado warning, but technically they are. But there is not one land area or road. Excuse me. There's not one home or road in this. The only part of St. Charles Parish that is in this tornado warning is marsh. If you are in Jefferson, though, tornado warning is still up. So I'll say this. If you were in St. Charles Parish, you can go to sleep now. There is no worries. There's going to be a little bit of rain behind the line. Nothing is severe. That is the big key. I'll stay with this for a touch longer. I'm not gonna continue on with this much longer. I can't even think straight. Does that red area indicate north-northeasterly movement? This red area is the tornado warning itself. Typically you can use it to judge where the tornado is going, which is obviously why the warning exists. So yeah, like I said, across southeastern Louisiana, we got pretty lucky. The dynamics and stuff in place was pretty significant, and to only get a couple tornado warnings out of it, and I don't even think we got any tornadoes. There's probably scattered wind damage across the area, but even like the prefrontal winds, which were advertised at about 55 miles an hour for gusts, that weren't even close to that. I think the highest we got in most spots was 40, 45 maybe. So the wind threat definitely did not pan out. Now within storms, you had a gust of 65 miles an hour in Baton Rouge. There's probably, like I said, there's probably wind damage scattered around, but I'd say we fared ourselves pretty well, especially with no tornadoes from my knowledge currently. But yeah, it's probably about time for them to cancel that tornado warning. Yeah, Carson, I was trying to get your, I was hoping you'd join my stream because I saw that you were under a tornado warning. And the storm looked pretty potent that you were under, so I was like, eh. But I think you were fine. Take another look here. Nothing. Storm is on the northwest side of New Orleans now. It doesn't look tornadic at all. Okay. So I will put this. This is Zach Ferdella, Fox 8 meteorologist. This was Homa. It says looks like a trailer flipped in Homa. Probably what prompted the tornado warning. It's probably just general wind damage if we're looking at it, because, well, not even the Weather Service knew about it, so. So we had trailer damage in Homa. I'm trying to kind of look through things here. We're just talking about tornado warnings and stuff. Yeah. Point Coupee Parish. That is over there. Not even gonna worry about that. This area, look. Okay, what is that? Oh, okay. So there's another supercell there that could put a tornado down near Jean Lafitte. Jean Lafitte is probably better. At this point, the storms are out of the tornado warning area almost completely. I'm gonna try and look for stuff. Look for damage. We're gonna see. I'm gonna look real quick. Bear with me here. I'm not gonna stick with this much longer. Yeah, I'm not seeing too many things on my feed, at least. Just the one. Yeah, I'm pulling up nothing. Yep. So Fredella is saying that picture was in Broadmoor. On Funder Burke in Broadmoor. Somebody can probably look that up, but I'm not going to. Also, some reports of damage in Bayou Blue, he says, which is next door to home. It might as well be Homa. I think it's in this area. But yeah, I have no idea why they still have this warned. It shouldn't be. Storms aren't even in the box anymore. They're way out of it. So with that said, I am going to end this stream. I hope. Never mind. I'm trying to end this, and the second I do that, I look down at my phone and I see if it pops up. You'll see in a second what I'm talking about. Yeah, there you go. Now I just have a tornado warning for the city of New Orleans. I wanted to go to bed, but yes. Oh, okay. So it's the storm. I had been looking at it. The storm that is down here actually has some hefty rotation near Crown Point. You can see right here. I think that's what prompted the warning. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, the tornado warning includes New Orleans on this one, but it is east of you. So I'm not quite sure why they included the city in it. Most of the population on this one is already in the line or past the line. But yeah, I'm gonna say I'm calling it quits there. I am very tired. Um, Thank you guys for sticking with me. Um, can't think. But yeah, thank you guys for sticking with me. I hate to, interrupt your day with tornado warnings. Well, I'm not issuing them, but interrupt your day when you're trying to go to sleep, but sometimes it's just how it happens. You get tornado warnings at night and stuff. Luckily, our threat is in St. Charles Parish is completely over. I don't know why this tornado warning still exists. There's no reason for it to. Same thing with the one up north. The New Orleans one. Okay. As soon as I say that, they just cancel it. So now, like I said, behind the line, just some rain, maybe some thunder here and there, but nothing bad. With all that said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you were informed well. You can go back to sleep now unless you're still under this tornado warning, but I'm too tired. I'm going to bed. So I'm sorry for that. But yeah. See y'all in the next stream, next video, whatever I do. Peace.